Who do you think would win in a fight between Silver Surfer and Adam Warlock? Silver Surfer, real name Norrin Radd, is the herald of Galactus the Planet Eater. Gifted with the power cosmic, he possesses the ability to manipulate energy on a cosmic level, fly at super light speeds, absorb and emit extremely powerful energy, and can regenerate, heal, and survive in harsh space environments. Silver Surfer is not only a warrior, but also a philosopher constantly struggling with his conscience and purpose of existence. Adam Warlock is a perfect artificial being created to become the savior of humanity. Warlock possesses the ability to manipulate quantum energy, fly, manipulate reality to a limited extent, and revive thanks to his resurrection cocoon. He once possessed the Soul Gem, which allowed him to manipulate souls and communicate with spiritual reality, a huge advantage in metaphysical battles. Before we dive into the analysis, please click the subscribe button and remember to turn on notifications and click the bell icon. Thank you very much. Silver Surfer, whose real name is Norrin Radd, is a cosmic entity that possesses a tremendous power source known as cosmic energy. This energy source was given to him by Galactus, allowing him to manipulate and control energy in many forms on an incredible scale. He has the ability to emit energy beams of such great destructive power that they can cause sea levels to rise or make vegetation grow abnormally. With the power to control gravity, Silver Surfer can lift a giant pyramid off the ground with ease. He can also create force fields of extremely high intensity, enough to withstand a Power Stone enhanced blast that Thor once used. He also teamed up with Quasar and Ronan to combine the energy of two suns, an act that demonstrated the ability to control and merge massive amounts of energy on a cosmic scale. The Silver Surfer has also absorbed the entire energy of a star, something that can only be done by beings with ultimate power. The Silver Surfer's special ability is the ability to manipulate matter at the atomic level. He can restructure or transform matter at will. In addition, his cosmic sense allows him to sense changes in space even before they occur. The Silver Surfer possesses superior physical strength, near instantaneous speed, and the ability to heal not only himself but also others. The Silver Surfer can also travel in time, move between dimensions, change shape, manipulate the size of objects, and teleport anywhere in the universe. The Silver Surfer often displays overwhelming strength. A notable example is when he single-handedly confronted members of the Fantastic Four and other powerful entities. In a battle lasting over 16 minutes, he confronted the Griever at the end of all things, an entity that symbolizes the end of all existence, and forced his opponent to acknowledge and respect him after the battle. The Silver Surfer can even transcend eternal entities such as Infinity and the unreachable Queen. He not only reaches the boundaries of space, but also extends his influence beyond the fundamental concepts of reality. His iconic surfboard, crafted from the same cosmic material as his silver skin, is not only a means of transportation, but also an extension of his consciousness and abilities, being virtually indestructible and controlled entirely by thought. The Silver Surfer possesses extraordinary powers, as evident in his encounters with creatures created by Null. He is capable of destroying Null's dragons repeatedly and decisively. These creatures are not only products of ancient symbiotic power, but also possess the ability to directly confront cosmic forces such as the Hand of Bast, an entity created specifically to destroy the Phoenix. While a single dragon would have posed a serious threat, the Silver Surfer dispatched them en masse as if they were nothing, demonstrating the immense power he wielded. The Silver Surfer was also able to penetrate the barrier that Null had erected to cover the Earth. The barrier was a crystallization of dark symbiotic energy created to isolate and suppress all life within it. However, the Surfer overcame it with sheer strength and resilience, and in particular, he once damaged Null, the ancient dark entity that was considered the Lord of Darkness and Symbiosis. Not only that, Silver Surfer turned the remains of Null into a sword and used it against its former master. When this sword was destroyed, he was even able to recreate it, demonstrating a near godlike level of control over matter and energy, and Silver Surfer's power over time. In his current stage, he is not only a battle-hardened warrior, but also becomes stronger than ever thanks to the combination of his deep fears. It is the blend of pure cosmic energy and human emotions that makes him more dangerous, stronger, and more unpredictable. The Silver Surfer is the embodiment of power. All heralds of Galactus are endowed with this energy, but the Silver Surfer stands out for his ability to manipulate and harness the power cosmic to the most sophisticated and effective degree. Despite his immense power, he often chooses to restrain it, similar to how Superman or Thor control their powers to avoid causing unnecessary disaster. Reed Richards, one of the greatest minds in the Marvel Universe, once claimed that the Silver Surfer may be the most powerful being in the entire galaxy. This is no empty boast. When asleep, the energy emitted from his body can shake a continent and threaten the stability of the entire planet. He has claimed that he can level New York City in a blink of an eye and can influence the trajectory of meteors flying through space. Warrior 1 once stated that the Silver Surfer possesses the power of a star, and the Silver Surfer has also stated that he can cause the entire bodies of pirate crews to disappear completely, boil their blood from the inside, and directly damage vital organs without physical contact. In cosmic battles, he has survived galactic explosions that even shook the sky in horror. He was able to defeat Gladiator, a warrior with powers comparable to Superman, with only a special form of radiation that Gladiator is vulnerable to. The Silver Surfer even stated that he could easily disintegrate the entire structure of the Hulk's body. This further confirms his ability to manipulate matter and energy at the atomic level, allowing him to restructure or disintegrate any living entity if necessary. The Silver Surfer is considered one of the most powerful beings. An Icon Knight officially ranked him as an Alpha Plus, alongside the likes of Gladiator, Beta Ray Bill, and Quake. This is a level reserved for beings with extraordinary power and influence, capable of affecting the entire galaxy. Millennius, a mysterious being who was searching for an infinite source of energy, eventually discovered that Norrin Radd, aka the Silver Surfer, was the source of that energy. Meanwhile, Ronan once defeated Ravenous, a herald of the same level as the heralds of Galactus. Super Skrull, a powerful warrior of the Skrull Empire, was known for his ability to defeat Thor before he could react. The Silver Surfer in other situations has destroyed a Servant of Death, made Jack of Hearts scream in pain with just a slight movement, stunned Namor, and left Iron Man in a tactical stalemate. The Silver Surfer's destructive power is also evident in his ability to destroy an armored creature with a single shot. He has also defeated a group of Avengers while they were under mind control, with a single blow from him being enough to knock out a weakened Thor. More notably, the Silver Surfer defeated the Champion of the Universe, a warrior who specializes in destroying planets and always looks down on his opponents. But before the Surfer, he was completely surprised and even had to bow his head and admit defeat, something that had never happened before. Terrax, who had dared to confront the New Warriors and the Fantastic Four at the same time, showed extreme fear when the Silver Surfer appeared. He even tried to negotiate to avoid confrontation with the Surfer, which shows how much of a threat the Surfer is to the most powerful beings in the universe. In addition, he defeated Morongo Mu in a weakened state. This is a creature that can destroy planets even without the energy from the species it has absorbed. This once again shows that the Silver Surfer not only possesses superior power, but is also a symbol of stability, respect, and fear in the hearts of even the most powerful space warriors. Subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best. Thank you very much. Adam Warlock, formerly known as Him, is an artificial entity created by Earth scientists from the Enclave organization. He was designed to be the perfect human. In the Marvel Universe, Warlock is considered the male counterpart of Her, also known as Kismet, another creature created by the same group of scientists for the same purpose. Additionally, in some comic book timelines, Kismet is also hinted to be the mother of Starhawk, a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy team in a future version. Adam Warlock in the comics is often seen as a symbol of the Savior. He was crucified, suffered to protect a planet, and then sacrificed himself to save life. His rebirth from the cocoon is associated by many readers with the resurrection of Jesus. He is the embodiment of sacrifice, rebirth, and supreme leadership in the darkest moments of the universe. Adam Warlock is an entity with overwhelming power, clearly demonstrated through impressive performances in confrontations with many powerful characters. He easily overwhelmed Nebula in combat, not only inflicting serious damage, but also appearing to be virtually immune to her mechanized arm attacks. Warlock's defenses and durability are some of his greatest strengths, allowing him to weather attacks that would otherwise be devastating. Warlock has gone toe-to-toe with Groot, a regenerative tree-like creature with incredible physical strength. Not only did Adam Warlock completely overpower his opponent, he also proved his absolute superiority by ripping off Groot's head, an act that demonstrated both his strength and brutality in combat when necessary. However, Warlock has has not always had the upper hand. He was once matched against Drax the Destroyer, a warrior with incredible strength and durability. In that encounter, Drax overcame Warlock, showing that while Warlock is powerful, he is not invincible. And Warlock has also shown incredible durability, surviving a barrage of energy weapons such as Star-Lord's quad blasters and Kraglin's mind-controlled arrows, a weapon used with great effect by Yondu. Adam Warlock is an all-round warrior, possessing a combination of physical strength, defense, and combat effectiveness. Adam Warlock has demonstrated durability, surviving a powerful blast from Nebula in her enhanced state. Not only did he withstand the blast, he also charged at Nebula before she could react, flying faster than the shockwave from the blast, suggesting that he can reach supersonic speeds or even higher. Warlock is capable of inflicting serious damage to metal-reinforced opponents. He punched hard enough to dent Nebula's metal body, and his physical strength and technique were such that Warlock lifted a half-machine woman who weighed much more than a normal human. While his arm was still fully extended, he threw her hundreds of feet through several concrete walls, an act that required considerable strength and leverage. Despite his high survivability and near immortality, Adam Warlock's physical strength at this point was still estimated to be in the tens of tons. In his natural progression, he is predicted to grow to Promethean level, a power level that falls somewhere between Vision and Captain Marvel. It should be noted that Captain Marvel is in the megaton range, comparable to characters like Hyperion, Thor, or Hulk, depending on the version used for comparison. However, he can still fail due to his lack of experience and lack of training in combat skills. This shows that Warlock's potential has not been fully exploited. Unlike Thanos, a force that can cause destruction on a galactic scale without the support of any Infinity Stones, Adam Warlock's true power is only fully exploited when he possesses the Soul Stone or the entire Infinity Gauntlet. The Soul Stone has a deep connection to Warlock, not only granting him superpowers, but also symbolizing his role as a guardian of the boundary between life and death. Adam Warlock has shown remarkable fighting ability. One of the most notable moments was when he launched a powerful attack on Thanos, a character who is famous for his ability to crush many top superheroes. This event further solidified Warlock's position as a special entity. Adam Warlock is one of the strange and complex characters. Death for him seems to be just a part of his own existential cycle. He was murdered by Thanos not just once, but in many different cases. Adam was also killed by other powerful entities, and at times, he was the one who killed himself to serve a greater purpose. However, Adam always returned from the dead as a symbol of eternal reincarnation associated with the image of Space Jesus that the fan community often uses to describe him. Each time he was reincarnated, he became stronger and understood the universe more deeply. The relationship between Adam Warlock and Thanos is also one, the most profound and unique character in the Infinity series. Although Thanos is often seen as the main villain, especially for his act of wiping out half of all life in the universe with the Infinity Gauntlet, when looking deeper into the layers of meaning, Thanos is a complex entity with a distinct philosophy of life. Adam, after many clashes with the Mad Titan, eventually realized that Thanos was not entirely the embodiment of evil. Adam Warlock not only played an important role in restoring order to the universe, but also demonstrated superior intelligence and strategic influence. He was the one who planned, coordinated, and orchestrated the entire campaign to overthrow Thanos. Adam Warlock also had iconic encounters with powerful characters such as the Silver Surfer, and in some situations he even defeated the Surfer, who was considered to be superior to Captain Marvel. This proves that Warlock's power lies not only in his physical strength or the cosmic weapons he possesses, but also in the combination of his intellect, spirituality, and masterful strategic ability. Eternity, one of the supreme cosmic entities and the embodiment of the entire universe, is not pleased with Adam Warlock's statements. Eternity's attitude is not only a sign of disagreement, but also a warning, showing clear wariness towards the influence and ideology that Warlock is gradually developing. The most dangerous and persistent enemies that Adam Warlock has ever faced is Magus. Magus is not an alien entity, but a future future version of Warlock, an entity corrupted and corrupted by unlimited power. This is not only a physical confrontation, but also a struggle of ego, when Adam has to fight against the darkest part of his mind and destiny. Magus, after achieving great power, founded an organization called the Universal Church of Truth, an extremist sect with the ambition to spread power across dimensions, causing a series of bloody wars and destroying many civilizations. This is an organization with religious colors, but operates like a theocratic empire, where all disagreements are considered heresy and are mercilessly destroyed. Therefore, the confrontation between Warlock and Magnus is not only a battle to restore peace to the universe, but also a journey of self-discovery and self-transcendence. Severe instability spreads across space-time, causing unprecedented chaos in the structure of the multiverse. The awakening of an ancient entity, a being that has existed since the beginning of the universe, carrying a destructive energy that can collapse entire galaxies if not controlled in time. Faced with this danger, the Living Tribunal, the intermediary entity that maintains the balance of the universe, summoned Adam Warlock to investigate the cause as well as prevent the spreading danger. At the same time, Silver Surfer, with the sensitivity of the power cosmic, the ultimate cosmic energy source that he possesses, sensed the unusual vibrations in space and immediately headed to the center of the chaos. From the very first meeting between Warlock and Surfer, a conflict arose. Warlock, with his cold strategic thinking and willingness to make uncompromising decisions, believed that Silver Surfer was too emotional and lacking in toughness to handle a threat on a cosmic level. According to Warlock, to protect the global balance, sometimes one must sacrifice sacred things such as personal morality or even one's own soul. Silver Surfer, who once abandoned Galactus to regain his human ego, felt disappointed and worried about the change in Warlock's mentality. He believed that Warlock was gradually losing himself, becoming more and more like Thanos, who sacrificed everything just to pursue the so-called absolute balance. Silver Surfer, in a moment of inspiration, launched the first attack with the full power of the power cosmic, an energy source capable of reshaping matter, creating planets, and eliminating even powerful entities. However, Adam Warlock reacted in time. He activated the Soul Gem, the Soul Stone linked to consciousness and ego, to absorb all the attacking energy. The two move at speeds approaching the speed of light, tearing through layers of space and time, as if the fundamental laws of the universe no longer apply to them. The Silver Surfer, empowered by the power cosmic, uses his ability to restructure matter at the molecular level to create simulated celestial bodies. These structures can simulate planets or comets, existing for a split second, but carrying enough destructive power to flatten entire solar systems. The Surfer's attacks are not only physical in nature, but also extremely sophisticated in their strategic calculations, demonstrating the level of a warrior who once served Galactus. Adam Warlock is not overwhelmed. He counters using psionic magic, an ancient form of magic that combines mental energy and the ability to control souls. Warlock warps the surrounding reality, distorting the fabric of space to reflect or nullify the Surfer's physical attacks. Taking the battle to the next level, the Silver Surfer summoned a small-scale collapse of space, creating a temporary black hole. This hole had a powerful gravitational pull, absorbing not only matter but also energy, disintegrating all forms of existence around it. This action was not only an offensive tactic but also a blow to the opponent's soul, because black holes at the quantum level could disrupt the flow of spiritual energy. At that moment of life and death, Adam Warlock summoned the power of the Soul Gem. The Soul Gem radiated a brilliant, dense light of spiritual energy, pulling the Silver Surfer's soul back to the brink of reality as he was about to be sucked into nothingness. The Silver Surfer poured all of the energy from the power cosmic into an explosion of the magnitude of a supernova event. The explosion created a fierce storm of light, carrying heat and shock waves that could destroy entire planets. The sheer explosion of an entity that once served alongside Galactus demonstrated the limitless power that the Surfer was willing to use when he reached his ultimate limit. Adam Warlock did not let himself be drawn into that destructive vortex. He connected directly to the soul world, the inner space of the Soul Gem, where the fragments of souls that once existed were concentrated. From this space, Warlock summoned the souls that were damaged and accidentally destroyed by the Silver Surfer himself in his past conquests. It was not a simple act of attack, but a measure to strike the deepest level of Surfer's consciousness, where memories and emotions that had been repressed now arose violent. Surfer was pushed into a state of psychological chaos when facing facing his own painful past. The image of innocent lives that he had destroyed when he was a herald for Galactus now appeared clearly. The accumulated regret became a mental burden, making it almost impossible for him to continue the fight. Adam Warlock stood before the opportunity to launch the finishing blow. Silver Surfer refused to dodge with his eyes, he accepted defeat, and the winner was Adam Warlock. I hope you enjoyed this fight. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's today's video. Thank you very much.